folks, it's the Red, and it's time for a new update video to fill everyone in on what's going on and what's coming up for the channel. And while I do so, I'm going to be playing a WiiWare game in the background called Frogger Returns. I've always enjoyed the Frogger games, particularly the older ones, you know, before they went and changed his design and basically turned him into a collect-a-thon type game. Seriously, what was that new design? I mean, one of the designs I thought was pretty alright, but there was another that was just, no. But yeah, this game was pretty fun. I have some pretty fond memories, if not maybe brief, and I felt like revisiting this, so why not? It's a good game to have playing in the background. And while I'm doing this recording, I'm also going to be testing out a new headset. You're listening to it right now, so let me know what you think of this voice in the comments, and if you like it, I'll go ahead and use this headset from now on. I'm aiming for this one because I can actually hear the game without having to cover both of my ears with a 2-earpiece headset. It's only got like 1 earpiece on the side. So yeah, if you have no problem with this voice, then I'll probably go ahead and stick with this from now on. Okay, so on to the video itself. I would like to start by apologizing for how long it took to get through the Luigi's Mansion games. That was something I had planned to be an October thing, and here it went on till nearly March. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't anticipate that the Luigi's Mansion games were going to take as long as they did, but then again, I also wasn't expecting Luigi's Mansion 3 to be as long as it was, given how long the first 2 games were. I mean, I'm certainly not complaining. It was still an excellent game, and I have no regrets playing through it. And I would certainly recommend it to anybody who might be interested in those types of games. But now that Luigi's Mansion is out of the way, it's time to go back to the playthrough that I was working on. Before that little marathon. Oops. Didn't see that car there. But yeah. Okay, no more dumb. Right, let me just try and get around this road here. Okay. So. Okay, now that Luigi's Mansion is done, it's time to get back to the playthrough that I was in the middle of working on before that whole thing came and derailed things, and that is the Crash Bandicoot Huge Adventure No Damage run. Yes, we're finally getting back to that. I have been practicing the next level that I'm going to be working on, which of course is a flying level. But I think I've got a plan in place for how I'm going to tackle that, so that's what I've been concentrating on next, as well as the rest of the game. Should be quite a thing. But before we get back to that proper, it should be noted that March 10th is coming up. Next week, in fact, which means we have another Mario Day special coming up. So, much like last year, we're probably going to be continuing the Worst Player Ever challenge that I had started with the original game, and we're going to be moving on to the next game in the series, which will be Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. Alright, first level's done. Excellent. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So, Lost Levels will be next, and in that video I'm probably going to be drawing out a roadmap to illustrate all the future games I'm going to be covering for this Worst Player Ever challenge as well. So, look forward to that. So, to make preparations for that, things are probably going to be a little quiet on the channel for the next week or so, with perhaps a Mario Maker Showcase video or 2 going up until then. And speaking of the Mario Maker Showcase, I'm still taking requests for those, of course. So if you have any levels that you'd like me to try out for the Mario Maker 2, be sure to leave me the level codes. You can do it in this video or in any of my Mario Maker Showcase videos. I'll do my best to keep up with the comments. And also, I would like to get some more multiplayer level requests. I haven't gotten a whole lot of those, and honestly, those are a lot of fun. So, yeah, if you'd like a level tried out in multiplayer, be sure to specify that when you send me the code. And I'll round up my friends, Madole and Squeaky, to give them a try. Alright. So, after the Mario Day special, we'll get back to the Crash Bandicoot Huge Adventure No Damage run. And once that's finished, we can look ahead to some future projects. I've been wanting to get back to the Ninja Turtles games, so Turtles 3 is a likely candidate to follow up on Crash. it's a short game, so it probably won't be long after that comes out before the next major project will arise. Oops. Okay, last life. Hopefully we can finish this thing out. So I do know that there's a new Shantae game coming out sometime in the spring, maybe sometime after Crash and Turtles are done. That could wind up being the next game, but we'll have to wait and see. I'd also like to get to Turtles 4 before the end of the year, for reasons pertaining to the game's content, but you'll have to wait and see what I'm talking about for that. And then, of course, we have another Crash game to cover for no damage in Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced for the Game Boy Advance, but that's going to be a little further down the line. I do want to get a couple other games in after we're done with Huge Adventure. I've also been thinking about doing a playthrough of Mega Man Legends 2, which would be the follow-up to the first game that I played on the channel a few years ago, if there's enough interest for it, but we'll have to wait and see on that. When I initially posted that playthrough, it wasn't getting a whole lot of views, so I'm not sure how interested people would be in seeing that, but if you would like to see it, let me know. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the content for the foreseeable future on this channel. But I also wanted to put out yet another reminder that Kaz and I are still looking into getting back to the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough on her channel. I know a lot of people have been looking forward to that, and I've certainly been looking forward to getting back to it. I mean, I really like how those videos come out, but it can be kind of a hassle working with the online program that we use to make that work so that both of us can play together. But all the same, I do need to go back and practice it a bit so that we can make it nice for you. So, yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, still in the works, still in the, planning phases, I suppose you could say. But yeah, it's coming. Just wanted to let you know that's not a dead project. Okay, and with that, yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to cover, so let's just go ahead and see if I can finish this level. We're on the last life, we've only got one slot to fill, so it's do or die here. The level of detail in this game is pretty impressive for a small-budget WiiWare game. I want that pink frog. We'll get it. There it is. Alright, now to just get into that one. This is really tricky. Oh! Yeah, I did a couple of quick hops there in order to get in. That just didn't work out. But hey, at least I got a high score. The best high score I've had on this game. But, yeah, that was Frogger Returns. That was the updates for the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're looking forward to the games that are coming up. And until then, I'll see you next time.